Ooh, all right, everybody. Wow, 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 wow. How does everyone feel about this victory, man? I'm very curious to know in the chat, guys. Please let me know right away. Get in the chat, get into the poll. What does everybody think right now? We got 17 votes in the chat, and 72% of you guys, actually 68% of you now, it's saying that you guys are not happy with today's performance. How are you guys doing, man? You know what, bro? I got a lot of thoughts, man. I got a lot of things to say. I'm not happy about today's performance, which is hence the reason why I am not going to be wearing my victory shades. I refuse. Guys, I refuse to wear my victory shades when the team, every time I'm wearing my victory shades, it's celebration time for me. So if we're not playing well in terms of like celebration, right? I am not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But listen, man, it is Barcelona taking care of business in Guadalajara 2-0. So listen, Christensen gets the score in the 70. What is it right now? He gets the score in the 76th minute. It was actually a header, came from across, and it was a bad header actually. It gets deflected, and somehow, some way, it goes right into the back of the net. Okay, fine. We got it done, right? It was great. It was great to see it. But now, Rashford, right before the end of the game, in the what is it? Let me check real quick. It's in the 90th minute. It was I believe, which is appeared to be a good assist from Lamine Yamal. I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of this performance, man. It was so anemic, so pathetic. The team wasn't really didn't really get up for this game, man. I'm very curious to see how's my sound, guys. Please let me know. Please let me know about my sound. But yeah, no, look, man. At least we survived. The best way to put this performance for me is at least Barcelona survived Guadalajara. So now, let's give Guadalajara a lot of credit. And guys, I do have a lot of thoughts. And some of you may not agree with this, and some of you are gonna be upset that I'm gonna say the things that I'm gonna say. But quite frankly, right, one of the first things that I want to say right off the bat, it was why these games are difficult. And I said this in my preview, by the way. I said this. These type of games are difficult because, one, these third division teams, they don't have anything to lose. They played incredible defensively. They played with much more intensity. This game, you can just see it. It means so much more for Guadalajara than it did for Barcelona. And that was one of the reasons why Barcelona was very lethargic, very slow. There was not a lot of ball movement. I saw Flick doing a lot of this when he's doing on the sideline. And when you're looking at him doing like this, he's talking about the ball is too static. We are too slow on the ball. There's not enough movement, and we're not doing great. And so the two things, right? When you play against a third or second division team, you know that the two things are going to be true. They are going to play you with everything they've got. They're going to use their home field advantage to their advantage, for lack of a better word. And at the end of the day, you're right. At the end of the day, they are going to give you everything they got, and they're going to park the bus. And that is literally what happened in this game. That is literally exactly what was going to happen. And guess what? At that point, if Guadalajara is absorbing all this pressure and is not letting Barcelona do their thing, guess what? Time is going to go by. And when you look at this lineup, man, let's take a look at it, right? Let's take a look at the lineup. Barcelona lined up, which seemed to me with an interesting lineup to right off the bat, right? So we started with Ter Stegen, which it gave me PTSD, right? How many of you in the chat, man? How many of you in the chat actually got PTSD from looking at Ter Stegen with the captain Arben once again, right? And we saw it one more time, and I was like, man, I really don't want to see. I don't want to see Ter Stegen anymore, and I didn't think I was gonna get to see it. And I did say that in my preview, by the way. I said, you know what, man? we might see Christensen in this game because I'm sorry, we might see Ter Stegen because if Tech is doubtful, Joan Garcia, there's no way he's gonna start this game in Copa del Rey. There's no freaking way. And of course, we had to see Ter Stegen, right? He started in this game. Now we got the likes of Joffrey Torrens, Casado, Eddie Garcia, Christensen, who, by the way, is everybody agree in the chat that Christensen was the man of the match? Because not only he scored the clutch goal to give us the first blood goal, but not only that, but he was good throughout the whole match. And I was thinking, like, everybody and their mother knows that Christensen should be playing more for Barcelona. Christensen should be getting more minutes. Why is he in the doghouse? I don't get it. I do not get it, guys. Why the hell is he in the doghouse? Why is he not getting enough minutes? Why do we have to play against a third division team to see Christensen playing his game? And look at, man, it had to be him, right? It had to be Christensen, which to me was just incredible. But we lined up with Mike Bernal, who, by the way, shout out to Mike Bernal, who played an incredible game. Frankie, we'll talk about it. And we lined up Rooney Bargie, Lamine Yamal, Rashford at the 9, and Fermin Lopez. This was the lineup that I thought it was very interesting. Casado as a right back. What the hell? This was crazy, man. But all in all, man, let me tell you something. It reminds me, right? It reminds me this type of games like this, and people won't give you credit for this. These type of games just remind me, right, of when I used to play, right, in high school. We went to play, right, against a private school. It was called Jesuit in Portland, Oregon. And we were like this little small high school that made it to the playoff. And we were supposed to go. We were supposed to go play the number 1 seed in the whole state of Oregon. And we went to play them at their home ground, right? And I remember nobody gave us a shot. So we were like into that game. We went into that game thinking, you know what, guys? They don't think we are good enough. They think that these guys are just going to stump us. But you know what? We're going to give it everything we got. If we don't give it all, and this is what the coach said, if we don't give it all, they are just going to run over us. But you know what? If we don't have anything to lose, nobody's giving us any small of a chance for us to win this game, right? Nobody's giving us a chance to win this game. And you know what? They were such heavy favorites. They had just beaten somebody else like 10-0. 10-0. And I remember we just gave it everything we got, man. And that freaking game, dude, it was we literally took this freaking team that nobody gave us a chance. We took them to overtime. We lost 1-0 to this team in overtime. Guess why? Because we had nothing to lose. For these teams like Guadalajara, you guys have to realize. This is everything they got. This is going to be their highlight of their lives. Playing against Barcelona, playing against Pedri, playing against Lamine Yamal. They're never going to ever be able to say anything like this. And the fact that when they play games like this, I'm not surprised that it was going to be a difficult match, especially when I saw the first 10 to 15 minutes of this game. I'm like, dude, these guys are going to be physical. These guys are going to be nuts. And man, did you guys see every time Lamine Yamal had the ball, 3-4 guys were on him and they were hitting him and they were going very low, very hard. These guys were playing the tough smash football. Like, just literally, these guys were just amazing the way they were playing. Give them credit. And I know people on Chaos, right? They're laughing at Barcelona because we are losing. We're not losing, but they're literally laughing because we're not winning this game fairly comfortable. By the way, big up my guy Carnage Ray, man. We got Carnage with the raid, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. But I'm not gonna say I'm not surprised. But I understand why the game played out the way it did, because I just felt like, okay, when there's nothing more scary, right? And this happens in life as well, right? Happens in life. When there's nobody more scary than someone who doesn't have anything to lose. And on the other side, you know what, man? Guadalajara, they had nothing to lose, man. They had nothing to lose. They played, they set up the block. They were they parked the bus and they were playing great defensively. At the end of the day, the problem was it was Frankie and Marc Bernal. It was their job to have the vision. It was their job to create chances. And you know what? Backfire on Hansi Flick as well. It backfired that we didn't have Kunde, and instead we have Marc Casado on the flanks, on the right back and left back. Look, Joffrey, for as good as he was very good. He needed to offer me more defensively, and this is one of my critics that I've had from Christensen, from Joffrey. By the way, I've said Joffrey is an amazing player. I love Joffrey. I do. But my problem is he focuses too much on defense. Okay, if he's going to give me defense, that's fine. That's fine. He'll be good on defense. At least if he can give me one good thing, right? But we did suffer for it because, okay, let's say we have one left back that is not attacking the flanks. Okay, that's fine. But if we have two right backs, one right back, one left back, that are not attacking, Casado was non-existent with Lamine in the first half. Hence the reason why we struggle. And guess what? The very few chances that we had, we didn't take enough shots. By the way, big up Dali, man. Big up Dali. Where are the shades? Well, guess what, man? I do. People get upset at me for not wearing the shades when we win, but I only wear the shades in the spirit of celebration. I'm only going to wear my shades in the spirit of celebration. If I'm not going to bring the aura that we won this game, I am not going to wear my shades. And right now, dude, we don't deserve it, man. We survived Guadalajara, or I don't know what to call this match, but typically what I will say is this. The first half, it was literally the one issue that I had was, why is Hansi Flick with Casado as a right back? What the hell was that? We struggle because we had the damn Casado as a right back. We had no threat. Rooney Bargie had nobody to attack the space. He had nobody to attack this low block. That is insane, man. You cannot take this team for granted. And I feel like Hansi Flick dropped the ball in the first half with the lineup. I understand we need to rotate, but I didn't like the way he rotated the lineup in the first half. I don't know what you guys think, but I honestly just didn't think so, man. I think that was one of the reasons why we struggled in the first half. But we are going to talk about the second half. We're going to talk about everything. It says 200 plus people watching. Like the stream, guys. Big up the Dev Flow, man, with the $10 hollow, bro. I appreciate you, my guy, man. Thank you so much, man. I feel like I'm doing a disservice to you, man, just by reading your chat, man. I appreciate the donation, man, like big time. Yes. So I feel like in the second half, Hansi Flick kind of was gun shy as well. I think he was very gun shy. It took too long to bring on Pedri. I'm not so much about Pedri. I was more on Ferran Torres. I felt like I was very disappointed with Rashford at the 9. Dude, if something gives us clarity, right, is that Rashford at the 9, I don't dig it, bro. I don't like it. I don't. I really don't, man. I'm just telling you guys right now. Rashford at the 9, even against a third division team, right? He couldn't finish, man. He could not finish to save his life. The only reason why he scored, and by the way, give him credit, he found a way to score in this game, right? It's because he took on the keeper. If he would have finished, he probably would have missed. He probably would have. I literally had no confidence in Rashford to finish that play at that moment. I was very surprised, and I'm like, Thank God that he took on the keeper and we don't have to rely on Rashford finishing that play. It's almost like it gets in your psyche, right? And you know what? I used to be a striker. I was not a good one. I was not a good striker. I mean, like, I was okay. That's what I'm saying. But one thing that strikers would do is that strikers would do what Rashford did. Like instead of like trying to finish the play, like they'll try to take on the keeper. That way you know your confidence is shaken, right? And what you'll do is like you try to take on the keeper and finish the play like that instead of just trying to finish the play, which is exactly what Rashford did. I think it might be his confidence thing. I don't know, but I didn't like his game overall. But guys, Barcelona, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. We advance to the next round. We advance to the next round of the knockouts in the Copa del Rey. And these games are always going to be difficult, man. These games, don't take Guadalajara for granted, guys. I know people are going to be here sitting like, oh my God, we are trash. We suck. We don't know how to play football anymore. I think you guys need to relax. RELAX. All I'm saying, guys, listen, man, these games are never going to be easy. Look, I was actually very impressed with the pitch. I was very impressed with the stadium aura. The stadium atmosphere was insane. Look, give them credit. They showed up to play. They had an amazing game. They had a lot of okay, so let's see. I know Dali was telling me as well. The mic is coming through weird over my mic. I've been having issues with my sound. I need to. Does anybody have, by the way? Does anybody have like a good tip on how to hire like a good sound quality person? I need to hire a sound quality technician to come out here and get this thing done for me, because I want you guys to enjoy my content. I want you guys to have the best quality as possible, but I'm not technically savvy, right? Like I got my interface, I got my cable hooked up to my mic, and I got it hooked up to my OBS. And as far as I know, it's supposed to work, right? And I am not technically savvy. Like I know how to use this stuff because I've been doing it for a little while. But I just need to get I need to get a good technician to like come out here and like just hook me up with like a good setup and just like don't touch it. You know what I mean? So I do apologize if you listen to me on headphones. Apparently, like my whole sound is shifted to the left. I guess you can only hear me through one side, which I have no idea why, but I do apologize. But guys, man, we are going to get to the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're going to get to player ratings, as always, guys. But guys, please, man, please help me out. See, I don't want to ask you guys every 15 seconds to like the stream. But if I don't do it, you guys don't like the video. So like that's the thing. So I got 38 likes and 215 people here. So come on, guys. Smash the likes for Barca, man. That's the way it should be. But anyway, man, like guys, let's get to some player ratings in this game, man. Like I said, bro, don't be too harsh on Barca. That's all I'm asking. I've said this before. Teams they're playing at home, that adds something to it. Plus, they're giving everything they've got, and they got nothing to lose, bro. Barcelona has all the pressure and nothing to lose. And when you have that, and you know what? A lot of these players, man, they're in third division. And I'm telling you this because I know players who are in third division who can play. You cannot tell me that this team just lost to Castilla, right? The Real Madrid team or whatever. They lost 3-1. But it's the same thing I've always said, guys, in terms of La Liga. When La Liga teams are playing up against each other, right? When they're playing up against each other, what happens? You know, you see Alaves, and they go out and beat Rayo Vallecano 2-1. How is Alaves being Rayo Vallecano when they're not as good as Rayo Vallecano? Well, you know why? Because Rayo Vallecano opens themselves up, and they're playing one punch for punch. If Guadalajara would have played us the way they play Castilla, do you guys think that we would have scored more than 2 goals? You better bet your ass that we would have scored 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goals. But when the teams are playing you with a low block, it's a different game. It's a different tactic. You can't just say, well, Guadalajara only allowed 2 against Barca and Castilla only scored 3-1. So they should be the same level, right? But the game plan is different. You can't use the same logic for every single game plays out differently. You know what I mean? Rashford had 2 great opportunities in the second half, and he just flat out missed. I don't know how else to say it. If he has any good finishing, we are winning already 2-0 in like the 50th minute. He has 2 one-on-ones, and he missed them both. That's what I'm saying. But no, man, how you guys are doing, man? Let's see what you're saying about my sound here. Let me pull it up real quick. You're saying that mono means 1 ear. Okay, so mono. Yeah. I guess it's mono. Yeah, I know. I heard that term before. I don't know how to get rid of mono. Like, I just like hook it up to my interface, and that is it, bro. Like, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do there. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing okay. Let me check. Let me check on the. So 43% of you are saying you are happy with this performance, and 57% of you are saying you are not happy with this performance. So listen, man, all I'm saying is it's okay. We can't be happy with the performance, but at the same time, we can't just discredit Guadalajara. They had an amazing game plan. They had a very good game plan. They set up the block. I think they were playing better defense than some La Liga teams. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have a lot of La Liga teams that play us with the low block, and within like 30 minutes, we already broke it, bro. And let's give them credit. We couldn't break it to them, and I do gotta give them credit, man. But yeah, so it says I'm happy. Though as long as we win, man, I really don't care. I don't care for these game stats, and I don't even care for this Copa del Rey. What I care is the UCL and La Liga, and otherwise they were playing for fun. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing, man. See, I failed to say this. There are two things that happen with this type of games, right? You have Guadalajara. They have nothing to lose, everything to gain. I'll give it all they got, and they're playing with so much intensity, right? They're giving everything they've got. They want to go home and tell their kids they just gave Lamine Yamal a run for their money. Every single defender, I saw it in their eyes, man. And guess what? Barcelona, they show up and thinking like, you know what, man, that's the only critic that I have. It's like we're playing down to the competition when we're just entitled, and we just think that we can just roll over and just beat teams like this. And that's exactly what happens in games like this, man. That's my only thing. That's my only knock. But guys, I think it is time for the let's do player ratings, and then we'll do good, the bad, and the ugly. I do appreciate everyone who's saying hi, by the way. They're all staples of the world, on 19s of the world, man. I really do appreciate you guys for being in the chat, man. You guys are killing it, man. I'm also gonna be doing, guys, a match reaction for this. So guys, make sure you guys tune in for that as well. But guys, let's see. Mega Josh 18. Mega Josh 18 was what's up, man? Kevincito, man. Volume Valdepena Torren, by the way. You know what? I think Valdepena, I was very impressed. If I'm being honest, dead honest, Jeffrey Torrens looks a little bit more finished product than Valdepena. Valdepena was good the other day, by the way. Madrid should play him a little bit more, but I do like Jeffrey though. Jeffrey, his body, his size, he looks like he have a higher ceiling than Valdepena. I could be wrong on that, but so far from what I've seen, I think I see a better gear on Valdepena. But yes, robbery for Rafinha, dude. The starting 11 for the FIFA, dude. I might do a video reaction on this. The starting 11 for FIFA Best came out, and Rafinha getting robbed again, man. They are not even trying to hide it, right? His wife put out a story on Instagram and said, you know what? They're not even trying to hide it anymore, which is interesting. It says, Barça, if your interface has an input mix option, switch it to it. Otherwise, you can change the micro to mono in your mixer settings. But usually interface has an option. See, I have to look into that. I have the Focusrite 2i2. That's the one I have. So I may if somebody is an expert, man, and want to contact me, hit me up on Twitter, man. I'm willing to pay you guys for the time too. But anyway, man, let's get to player ratings now. Guys, what letter grade are we giving our beloved Ter Stegen? Guys, you know the drill, man. I'm gonna mention the player. You guys put in the chat what letter grade what number grade are we giving on a scale of 1 to 10 performance. What are we doing with Marc-Andre Ter Stegen? You know what, bro? I'm giving Ter Stegen today. I thought he had a solid performance. Let's be honest. He had an 8 out of 10 performance today. Sold in January. I hope that we can sell Ter Stegen in January. I don't think he wants to be the backup. I think he had a very solid performance. I don't think he made any mistakes, anything that was worthy of note anyways. He was decent. I have personal beef with him, but he was decent, to be honest. Yeah. Let's keep it real. I mean, if he was decent, that's we're only grading for today's game. We're not grading for any other game. Guys, please like the stream. It's 200 people here, 60 likes. Get those likes up, man. I'm trying to get to 100 before the stream ends today. Jeffrey Torrance, guys, what are we doing with Jeffrey Torrance, man? Let me know, guys, in the chat right now. Let me know. Sorry, I need to text my thumbnail creator, guys. Give me 1 second. Title. We get it done. Yeah. So let me see. No big three shades. Yeah. So what are we doing with Jeffrey? We're doing a 7.5. See, what I think about Jeffrey and in terms of this, I love what I saw from Jeffrey in terms of patience. I love the patience. I saw him, turning at 360 a couple of times, spinning off high pressures, and I thought that was very good. I loved what I saw when it comes to that. Now, I don't love it when it comes to offensively. I think he needs to finish his game. I think he needs to be better when it comes to that. But I did love it defensively. I think he was tracking back. The speed is there. I think he does have some. He looked very poised throughout for most of the at least 60 to 70 minutes of that game, and I thought he was just incredible when it comes for someone who's a backup, right? A backup to a backup. I thought he was actually very, 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 very good. So I did love Jeffrey, in my opinion. I am gonna give Jeffrey, someone said here, 7.4. I think 7.4 seems very fair to me. I'm gonna go with the 7.4. I think he was actually pretty good. Now, in terms of Christensen, guys, man of the match performance. Why isn't Christensen playing more minutes? It's the one thing I don't understand. It's the one thing I wish I could ask Hansi Flick. Hey, Hansi Flick, why can't we play Jeffrey a little bit? Why can't we play Christensen a little bit more? Christensen delivered today, not only defensively but offensively, and when we needed the most, it was such a beautiful clutch goal. And when I say beautiful, I don't mean like in the technical aspect of it. I meant in the, you know what? We just needed that goal however it came, man. We just needed that goal however it came. I'm going to be shameless. I am giving Christensen a 9 out of 10 performance. On defense, he was good. He was making good decisions. He hardly ever looked rattled. He hardly ever looked shooken by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to give Christensen, and I think, you know what, quite frankly, I may want to see Christensen play with Gerard Maldini. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think his technique is great. I love to see that. Only problem is now we may have two left center backs. With Maldini playing on the left side and Christensen playing on the left as well. I don't know. But I wish I could see it. I want to see just more Christensen in this team, bro. I'm not going to lie. I know why he hasn't played that much. Now, Eddie Garcia, guys. Okay, listen. Eddie Garcia is a baller, man. Eddie Garcia is a baller. He was the only one attacking for a lot of stretches. He was the only one trying to get a header offensively, and nobody else was trying to show up. Eddie Garcia was. Eddie Garcia was the one who was being relentless in this game. He took an amazing shot in the first half, by the way, that almost Puskas goal, man. Puskas goal. Because I don't know how he looked, but he took an amazing, long shot, and the goalkeeper kind of made a mistake and turned and actually stopped it with his left hand, and the ball was almost bounced our way, but it was too slow on the rebound. And when it came back, the goalkeeper made a good comeback on it, almost had it. But besides that one, right, there was at least 3 other headers that Eddie was so close to scoring in this game, and I just gotta hand it to my man Eddie. Eddie Garcia in that play, man. By the way, big up to King in the Makings, man, with the $5 holler, bro. What is going on, my guy? It's good to see you again, man. Hey, bro. Today proved that Frankie De Jong can't run the midfield on his own. Also, Yamal full 90 minutes. Flick needs to do better with his minutes. Bless that fam. Yes, I was very shocked, and I kind of already talked about this earlier in the video, and I said I am shocked that Lamine started in this game, and I am also shocked that Casado was playing right back. None of those things made any sense. I would have much rather have saved those legs on Lamine Yamal and bring him on in the second half. Let's see. Hold on, guys. You already have. I'm texting my thumbnail creator for my match reaction. That's what I'm saying, though. I thought it was very shaky. That I don't think Flick got it right with his lineup to begin in this game, and I think having Lamine, he has to do better than that. We cannot have Lamine Yamal. And now this is why I think it was the perfect way to go, is because guess what? If you're struggling, you can't sub him out. This is why you got to rest them first and then bring him on later. Because what if you're winning that game? Then this is why, okay, I like the Rafinha approach, where if we need Rafinha, we'll bring him on. But if we're winning, we'll keep him off. That's exactly what we should have been doing with dude, my thumbnail creator is not getting it right now, man. I already told him the title. We get it done. At least. Yeah. So that's what I mean. Lamine should have been rested, and if we're winning this game, just rest him the whole game. But if you put him at the beginning, and it happened exactly what happened, which we struggled to break the low block, guess what? Now we can't sub him out because we need to win this game. By the way, I think is that Dave who just rated? I think Dave just rated. What's up, Dave? Appreciate you, bro. Anyone else, go subscribe to Dave if you haven't already. I think he rated. I'm not sure. I think I saw something came through. Yeah. So exactly what I mean, guys. That's exactly what I mean. With the whole Lamine Yamal thing. And at the end of the day, man, it is what it is, though. But let's keep on moving on, man. What letter grade are we giving to Marc Casado? To Marc Casado, I'm so sorry, bro. He's such a hard worker. Yeah, Dave just rated, man. Big up to you, Dave. I think I kind of glimpsed at it, and I appreciate you, bro. Everybody, go subscribe to end the stream, Dave. Dude, we got to collaborate again, bro. We got to bring it back, man. We got to bring it back sometime. I miss talking to you, bro, about football in general. So let's bring it back. And everyone, go subscribe to end the stream, Dave. Big up for the Ray, man, as always. Guys, go like this stream, by the way, so we can get to more Barcelona fans around the world, man. By the way, I have a year-end video for you guys. It's a surprise, man. It's going to be an amazing video to Barcelona fans, bro. I cannot wait to share this video with you guys, by the way. Let's move on, man. I think Casado, bro, man. Casado. I love Casado in terms of heart and grit and love. But, bro, the right back, No, man. I can't, man. Rooney Bargie was on an island playing a whole match, man. I got to give him a 5 out of 10 performance. Mark Casado, I don't think it was good enough. Now, what I will say on Mark Bernal is him. Look, he wasn't like, he didn't have a perfect performance, but I love what I'm seeing for Mark Bernal. The more I watch him, the more I know that he's just going to be a good, just a good number 2 for Pedri Gonzalez. Is going to be a perfect match made in heaven, man. Once Mark Bernal comes back into his whole, like his form, right? When he comes back into form, it's just going to be amazing, man. I'm telling you guys. By the looks, it's just watching a watch along. Barca didn't play too good. I can't watch CDR games, Copa del Rey games, because I need to pay for it individually. Oh, I see what you mean. So like for us in America, ESPN has the rights. So ESPN Plus has La Liga and Copa del Rey and Super Cup and all of that stuff. So at least we get all of those games. But it sucks you couldn't watch it. Like that's ridiculous. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest game. I'm telling you right now. In the first half, you missed nothing, absolutely nothing in that first half. I can just tell you right now. But I did, like I said, I was talking about Mark Bernal. I think sometimes he's a little much. I don't know if he's overconfident sometimes, but I think sometimes he's a little overconfident. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 performance. Defensively, I love what I saw. I think him and Frankie were okay, but Frankie just struggles, man. It's almost like Frankie gets lost without Pedri. Like he doesn't know where to go, where they go north, south, east or west and things like that. But I'm going to give Verdad a 7. And I'm going to give Frankie a 7.5 for Frankie. I don't think he was horrible. My problem with Frankie, I'm gonna be honest with everyone. More than anything, more than the midfield thing, more than controlling the midfield, more than anything, my problem with Frankie, bro. Do you have a shooting button? Do you have a shooting button? Do you have a circle on FIFA? Like on FIFA, do you have the circle button or do you just have the X button? Because all he does is pass. Shoot. In the first half, he had one where Rashford passes back to him on a diagonal cross and he's in front of the damn goal. If you miss it, so what? If you miss it, so flipping what? Shoot the damn ball, brother. God damn, bro. All I'm saying, man, like shoot the damn ball. He has no shooting button, man. Like I don't get it. I don't get it, Frankie. I don't know. Has the coach ever said shoot the damn ball, bro? Damn, man. I gotta give him a 7.5 though, because I think he would have scored if he can just take a few shots, man. Man, it's so bad, bro. Anyway, let's get to Fermin Lopez, man. I think Fermin Lopez struggled today. I think Fermin Lopez got out physicaled. I think Fermin Lopez against Serra and a black kid, dude, they were setting him up every single time he was falling for it, whether he was trying to shoot it and shooting it extremely terrible, pathetic, or he just literally struggled. Listen, Barcelona will struggle against teams that will set up the block with teams who are very, like, how do I put this? Teams that are very disciplined, because our finishing is not all there. And this is why I said this. We need a prolific striker, someone who can bring to this offense finishing, and more finishing. Because, like I said, against low blocks, you need to have just one chance, and just put it away. You get it done, you get it over with, and guess what? Now you move on. You're already winning 1-0. You did the hard work, which is break the first blood goal. And that's the thing. We couldn't finish today, man. Even Rashford had 2 chances in that first half, and it was just ridiculous. I gotta give Fermin, a 5, dude, a 5. Ever since that injury, he has not been the same. Unfortunately, he has totally not been the same. So I'm gonna be Fermin Lopez a 5 out of 10 performance. What are you guys doing with Lamine? Listen, man, Lamine Yamal is gonna get criticized today. He was getting out. I know a lot of people, a lot of Madrid content creators are going to be making fun of him and everything and saying that he had a stinker. Mark my words, because I can already tell. Carnage is going to have a lot of fun with him on his match reaction. And people will say, "Oh, he had a stinker. He had a stinker." Listen, man, Lamine had 4 defenders every time he had the ball, and every time it looked like Barcelona was looking for him, and just keep looking for Lamine Yamal. And Lamine Yamal was trying to show up, was trying to be there, but the thing is, let's be honest, let's be real. He struggled to break the block. So much like Fermin, Lamine Yamal was a little bit of the same. See, this is where we need. I know Messi is not the right answer, right? And it's not the right comparison. But the difference with Messi was, this is why I've said it's so important for Lamine to work on his finishing, because when you add finishing to your game, it's so much harder to stop you. It's so much harder to stop you, because I remember, look, and the perfect way to say this is for me, it's going to be LeBron James. For those of you who watch basketball, LeBron James, he had power, he had the strength, and he would attack the basket every single time, and he would just score like that every single time. But guess what? When he started getting double, triple team, he had to pivot. And what he did is he worked on his mid-range shot. When LeBron James developed his mid-range shot, he was virtually unstoppable in the league. Nobody could stop him. Because if you sit back, I'll shoot. If you cover me, I'll go around you, and I am going to attack the basket. And that's kind of like the best way to put it, right? It's like Messi, when he was getting double teamed, he will cut inside, cut outside. I'm going to shoot outside the box. I'm going to shoot outside the box. You give me room. You sell out on a defensive block, and you give me room to shoot. I am going to shoot you, and I am going to kill you. And that's what Messi did. So, Lamine, games like this, you need to have a shooting range in your game. Otherwise, you are going to be stopped. Let me break it to you. You are going to be stopped. And today, it was not like he was totally stopped, but his game was so much easier to stop, because they know that he doesn't have the mid-range shot. If he doesn't have that mid-range shot, then he's not going to be able to surprise defenders, and they're just going to wait for him to cut inside. They're going to wait for him to cut outside. And guess what? If I can't stop you, another one coming. If he can't stop you, another one coming, and another one coming. And at the end of the day, more often than not, he will be stopped. And that's my thing. So Lamine has to work on that. So King in the Making says, fam needs Smith in the FDJ upgrade, and we need to get him. I know CM is well covered, but if we can offload on the summer and buy him, and we will go far. Fam, Keith Smith is the FDJ upgrade. Okay. You know what? I have to look into that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna act like I know exactly his game or whatever. Like, I haven't seen much of him. But you know what? One thing I will tell you, King in the Makings. One time, right? I talked about Casado and Frankie, and I suggested that what's it say here? Let's see. I suggested that Frankie be sold. I suggested that Frankie costs too much money and is too inconsistent, and we rely on him. So is Frankie now a player who can only play well when he's next to Pedri? That's what I'm asking. Because before Pedri, right? Pedri is everything that we ask Frankie to do. We thought Frankie was going to come in here and do what Pedri did. We were lucky with Pedri that he's such an incredible footballer, and he became what he became. But that this was the expectation that we had for Frankie. This is why we pay Frankie the money that we pay him. So is Frankie now going to be a midfielder that only going to play great when he's next to Pedri? That's what I'm asking. Because this is why I said, why not offload Frankie, offload Lewandowski, and guess what? Now we're back to the 1-1 rule, and we can go after a great center back, and we can go after a great striker, and we can go with Marc Bernal or Casado or Eric in the pivot, who's playing extremely well, and play together with Pedri. Not because I don't think that Frankie is an amazing player. Listen, man, I think Frankie is great, but not for what we're paying him. Not for what he's giving us in consistency. If we're paying upwards of 25, 30 million euros a season, we have to get consistency. That's what I'm saying. And at the end of the day, man, if we don't get it, that's the one thing that I'm looking at when I'm seeing Frankie De Jong. It's just like, man, we just gotta cut it out, most likely. Big Up Volume wasn't watching from the start of the stream. How was the performance in your opinion? Look, man, it was not a great performance, bro. I'm telling you right now, give Guadalajara a lot of credit. From my experience, from being not a professional, but being an ex-player, I can tell you there's nothing worse. And my coaches told me this throughout my games all the time. There's nothing worse than a team that has nothing to lose. And Guadalajara didn't have anything to lose, and they just gave it all they got, man. They just gave everything they've got. Let's see. Volume, you don't need FDJ with Pedri on the field. Exactly. That's my thing. We have more balance. Why do you think that Eric is taking over? Why do you think Eric is taking over right now? It's for exactly that same reason. Now, what letter grade are we? I'm going to give Lamine Yamal an 8 out of 10. Like I said, I think he was relentless. I think he didn't have the greatest crosses. Actually, maybe a 7.5 is more adequate for Lamine Yamal in this game. But big up to Hover, man. Visca Barça, bro. Hello, man. What letter grade are you giving Rooney Bargie, guys? What are we going with Rooney Bargie? I want to know. I think Rooney Bargie in this game, bro. I think Rooney Bargie gets a 6. I think he was cooking in the first half, but he got neutralized. I don't think Casado offered much help, so not everything is going to be on Rooney Bargie, in my opinion. I want to see more Rooney. I want to see more, for example, against Villarreal. I wouldn't even mind to see Rooney Bargie next to Lamine and Ferran Torres and Rafinha on the left, because that's the lineup that we saw against Real Betis, and that was the best performance in that first half. It was literally the best performance I've ever seen from Barça, and that came with the likes of Rooney Bargie on the right, Lamine Yamal at the 10, Ferran Torres a striker, and Rafinha as a left winger. I would love to have this against Villarreal on Sunday, guys. I would love to see that. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for that game, by the way. I'm going to give Rooney Bargie a 7 out of 10. I think he was cooking in the first half. He was okay. Some of you are saying 6, 7.8. Madrid fans are crying. We give them a taste of their medicine, right? They play like ass. They make us think that they are going to lose. And at the end of the day, they get a 1-goal individual quality. And at the end, they win 1-0. It sucks. Now, I am very curious, chat. I'm very curious. Give me your letter grade for Rashford. He gets a score in the second half at the very end of the game. Some people may even say empty calories at that point. But when it mattered most, he missed 2 wide open sitters. I mean wide open, guys. I cannot believe the misses that he had on some of those games. By the way, guys, I have 80 likes. Get me to 100 likes before the end of this stream. I would really appreciate it, guys. Please help a brother out, man. Don't do me like that, guys. He missed 2 sitters against a third division team where you need to break the low block. Then, guys, you have to score these goals, man. You have to score these. And Rashford, he's great in terms of last game where he was tracking back, playing with so much intensity. putting all those crosses into the box. He's an amazing when it comes to that. But when he has a one-on-one, man, I have zero faith that Rashford will put it away. I just know that the goalkeeper is going to stop it. And every single time, like if I'm thinking that, what is Rashford thinking? Like his mindset cannot be like optimistic when he's on one-on-one against the goalkeeper, right? So he must be right. He must think like he's not going to get it scored. Like I don't know how else to put this. I gotta give Rashford today, man, a 6. I can't give him a 5 because he scored a goal today. So you can't really do that. Let's see. Volume. Has anyone told you look like Amorim? Dude, I live in America, man, and there's so many 7-Elevens. There's so many gas stations. People tell me, are you Indian? Are you from Israeli? Or you from like... Dude, they always think that I am like Middle Eastern, dude. People have told me that. Trust me, man. People tell me that all the freaking time. My family gets that a lot, though. My sister, the same thing. Like, it's Cameroon. Yeah. So, guys, man, that's I don't know. Let's see who came off the bench. I know Pedri did. Kubarsi. I think Kubarsi looked good off the bench. Alejandro Balde. When Alejandro Balde and Koundé and Pedri came on the pitch. So these 3 changes changed the game. Because look, man, Pedri came on the pitch, Jules Koundé came onto the pitch, and Alejandro Balde came on the pitch. All of them before the 75th minute. Look at when we scored. 76th minute. It's not a surprise. The game literally changed when they came on the pitch. We couldn't close it out. And the chat was saying this on Chaos, by the way. They were saying, Barcelona couldn't win with the second string players. It's true. It's hard to argue against it when you see your starters coming onto the pitch and win this game. So at the end of the day, like I'm not gonna grade the substitutions, man. Let's just not do that. Let's just get to the good, the bad, and the ugly. But before I do that, guys, anybody who's not subscribed to this channel, help me get to 8K before the end of Christmas, man. That'll be my Christmas present. And like the stream right now. I got 86 likes. I'm trying to get to 100 before the end of this stream, by the way. So guys, good, the bad, and the ugly. Let me know right now, who was the good for you guys in this game? For me, how is it not Christensen, right? Christensen has to be the man of the match. Because, listen, he has not been playing a lot of minutes. He has been in the doghouse. And it was beautiful, truly, truly beautiful to see. It was beautiful to see how Christensen came in clutch time and scored this goal in the 76th minute, man. We really needed it. 180 people in the chat, like goddamn stream people. Help my man Volume out. Exactly, Rebel. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know what's this weird thing, man. People hate liking streams. I always see like all the content creators asking for likes because it helps us grow the channel. Anyway, we shouldn't have to ask for it because, like, look, we're putting out the content, we're showing up, we're being a little bit of entertainers, right? So, guys, help us grow, man. I'm trying to get to 8K before the end of the year. But anyway, yeah, my good has to be Christensen because, okay, so Bernal, Christensen, Eric Garcia, and Ter Stegen were good. So one thing though that I love to do when I say good, it's like, what's my good for the game? Right? Not like give me all the players. No. What's like the good? Like what stood out? What stood out to you guys? To me, what stood out was Christensen. Christensen came off. He's been in the doghouse, and he put that goal. It was such a perfect story. The way that he scored that goal after not playing enough minutes, man, and the way he did it, like I know, I love this. I loved it, man. Big up to everyone who's asking for everyone to like the stream. And that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, it's the one person, right? Bernal was too slow. I understand what you mean. I feel like he gets too cute sometimes. No, he has to just be more more composed, more poised. If I'm a coach, I'm gonna be telling him, God, hey, bro, be more poised. Don't take too long. Just get it done. That's all he has to do, man. And that's why Eric, by the way, is taking over. Because Eric is not cute. He's not trying to be cute, man. He's just trying to make the right play. He's just trying to make the right play. All right, I'm going to get to the chat. I see a couple of questions. I will answer them. Let's see. Volume. You need a box-to-box next to Pedri, like Fabian Ruiz, not another deep line playmaker like Frankie. Yes, I agree. I agree with this, and this is why I have said that we need to sell Frankie, and people criticize me. People went at me, bro. Went at me on the comments. I don't know how many subscribers I must have lost because of that video, man. Let's see. Bernal was so good. Stop hating on him. No, I'm not hating on him. Maybe you're talking about the chat, but I actually gave him a good grade. I love what I saw from him. I just think that he gets too cute sometimes. If he just gets rid of that nonsense BS, that's all we need, man. Him and Pedri. That's it. So let's see. Miguel. Did you see the bomb? Let's see. Did you see the bomba just now? Lewandowski to Chicago Fire. Chicago has the largest Polish population in the USA. Let's go. You know what's funny, bro? I saw the same thing, but to Inter Miami. If Lewandowski goes to Inter Miami, it's over, bro. It's not even fair for the MLS. If he goes to Chicago Fire, maybe that makes sense. I do see Lewandowski cooking in the MLS, though. It would be fun to see him with Messi, but I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. All right, so guys, okay, so now let's get to the bad. What is you guys' bad? Let me know in the chat right now. What is the bad in this game? I think the bad in this game, guys, you guys may not like this, bro. You guys may not like me, man. I got two things come to mind for my bad, and I know for sure you guys are not going to like my bad. So my first bad is Rashford, right? Rashford had 2 1-on-1s and should have put it away. He ends up scoring because he takes on the keeper. But those 2 chances that he had, imagine if Guadalajara had any skilled players up front and we get a hit in the counter and they score. You missed 2 sitters. You cannot miss against a third division team. You're supposed to have more quality. You're supposed to have more touch, whether that is chipping it up, whether that is finish it a little bit better. Just put it nice and beautiful. Finish the play. Score the goal. 2 sitters. Bad finishes. That means we are not good enough to beat that team on that night. If you're just better, it will show up in those moments. That's my thing. And Rashford was not good enough today. He's 100% on my bad list today. 100%. So another bad list for me is going to be Hansi Flick. And this is why I mean, you guys may not like what I'm about to say because I am going to criticize Hansi Flick. I think he got it dead wrong. This lineup is wrong, bro. Why not? Okay, so why not just have, instead of Marc Casado there, why not have Eric and Kunde? I know the rotations and all of that, or maybe just Garcia and Eric and Christensen. Why not that? I don't like I didn't like the Fermin Lopez as a winger. He didn't play great, but it's in terms of like, bro, how are we expecting Fermin Lopez to have a good game today? He's playing a damn left winger, bro. Like he's not a left winger. Like I'd rather have Rashford there, which is actually his natural position. At least now we know though, Rashford shouldn't be playing striker, bro. Rashford should not be playing striker. He's not a good enough finisher to play striker. So that's my bad. So my ugly, I am going to give it to the team as a whole. I don't like today's performance. Not because I think it was a pathetic performance. I think Guadalajara was actually, I'm giving them a lot of credit, but I felt like we struggled breaking the low block. In the first half, we literally looked like Real Madrid. We looked like a team that had no idea how to break the low block. That's Real Madrid-esque. That's Real Madrid-esque. They have no idea how to break the low block because they don't have any cohesion in that midfield. And we miss Pedri so much. And this is why I'm criticizing Frankie today, because I'm like, bro, we cannot suffer this much without Pedri. We have you. You are supposed to say, you know what, man, I got this. I'm going to do this. And I know he had an assist, but what I'm saying, dude, we struggle. The whole first half, we look clueless. We did not know how to create. We did not know how to break the low block, and that was a big problem. Now, we didn't have Ferran. Those runs would have been amazing in that first half, and we didn't even have Lewandowski. So neither of these two players played, so that is a big blow for our attack as well. So I'm not going to be like all up in arms about Rashford, but those two one-on-ones, bro, you got to put them away. Volume, would you activate Rashford buy-on clause? I mean, man, it's like I'm not so excited to do it, but it's so cheap that you just have to. Like, it's 30 million euros for a player like this off the bench. I think you just have to pay, bro. I think you just have to pay it. It's too cheap. It's such a good price that you just have to do it, in my opinion. Yeah, so at the end of the day, bro, that it is what it is. But guys, man, Barcelona advances to the next round of the Copa del Rey, ladies and gentlemen. I am so happy at the end of the day that we are in the next round. Now we're in the round of 16. Round of 16 is what Barcelona is now. And guys, please like the stream before you go, man. I got 95. I'm only 5 likes away from 100 likes, which is amazing. You guys are amazing, man. I cannot wait to share the video that I'm working on for the year end, for Christmas. My Christmas message to you guys. I'm going to recap everything that happened this year, and it's going to be amazing, man. You guys be on the lookout for that. Activate the notification bell. Subscribe if you haven't. Join this amazing community, which is more than 7,500 Blaugranas and San Madridistas. Shout out to you as well that have joined this community in less than a year, bro. Right now, we're sitting at 10 months since we uploaded our first video onto this channel, Barça Volume. It's amazing, man. I'm so happy to see this community come together, man. I big shout out to everyone who's in the chat. Big shout out to you who's watching. Big shout out to you who subscribes to this channel, man. I am so grateful. You guys have been the highlight of my journey as a content creator, man. I cannot express how grateful I am to have these conversations with you guys about Barça, which is the team that I grew up, the colors that I love, man. It's such an amazing club, and it's such a great club to root for, man. It's such a beautiful time, man. It's such a beautiful time to be a Barça fan, right? But let's see what Kevin is saying. Remember when you debuted on Carnage channel? Yeah. That I had like 800 subs, man. I had 800 subs when I make an appearance on Football Mania at the time. That now it is Football Chaos, and that's why I still show up, man. Because I am still grateful to be there, to have that opportunity to be part of that amazing team, and I still like showing up over there because I never forget, bro. I never forget. You know, I'm very grateful for shout out to Football Carnage as well, who's always willing to bring on new content creators to get the word out there. So that's always a great thing. But guys, man, Barcelona is on to the round of 16. Be on the lookout for my match reaction a little bit later today, and also, guys, I got videos coming up. We may talk Negreira this week. I'm not sure, depending on how the week goes. We have Villarreal, guys. I got a preview for that match for you guys as well. I got a post-game show on Sunday morning for you guys right after the match again. We're going to be right here, guys. So, Visca, Barça, guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.